kids love honey. That's why parents love Honey Nugs, the sweetest way to start your day.
This episode is wild and in some ways like way too close to real life.
I know.
What captivated the two of you most?
I think that. I think the fact that, it feels like real people in extraordinary circumstances. And I feel like that's the kind of beauty of Black Mirror is like the idea is for you to buy in on the character level. And then you're like, what's happening?
Mm-hmm. From the health relatability to the salesman pitch and, if you bundle this or you get...
it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. Where you are is fine. But if you do this, you get more.
Tracee, you nail it.
Yeah.
You were a slimy salesperson.
She did nail
but
it.
also you had some humanity-ishness tendencies.
I think she's anchored in it because she too is a member of Rivermind, and she was, she is exactly where they are.
Right.
She was exactly where they are, and so I think it comes from that place. But yeah, she's the representation of greed.
Rivermind is a revolution in neurological science. I am living proof.
How much is this gonna cost?
You probably get a kickback, or do you think it's free? I thought about this. Do you get free?
I answered all of those questions for myself.
Okay.
And
you're like a beta tester.
I think I'm a beta tester. I think I get Gaynor gets a kickback.
Did you see her wardrobe? Those Boss blazers?
Yeah,
did you guys notice that the clothes got more expensive?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The color got darker and my lipstick got darker.
Wow.
So usually I create a character from the feet up for how I'm grounded to the floor, but we never saw her shoes.
Right.
So we did it with lipstick.
That is so interesting.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks for that little
What
Easter
a detail.
egg.
What a little Easter egg.
That's why she is
Yeah.
who she is, ladies and gentlemen.
What an Easter egg.
This show is always grounded in, our relationship with technology and really just get your mind thinking. Starring in this episode, did it send your minds there as to how much you rely on it? Maybe thinking, I should put the smartphone down for a hot second here.
Yeah. I'm always thinking about that, and then I'm always resisting that, and my addiction takes over, and then I'm back on my phone. But yes, of course, I think there is something in this episode that's like, just have a little bit of literacy around your relationship with subscription services, which are everywhere.
My God.
Like, just
I
take a
agree.
moment to look before you agree. You know what I mean? Because you just don't I think we take for granted that everybody has their best interest at heart.
It's so funny. As you were talking, I thought to myself, someone should come up with the cliff notes for what you sign, where you just get the top line.
AI will do that.
Yeah.
That's what AI is for. They give you a summary.
I would like a summary.
Because that
Just
fine
use
print,
technology to help you with the technology.
Sure. Seems like such a good idea.
it's such a rabbit hole, isn't it?
It's a rabbit hole.
And the lesson to be learned is read the fine print, y'all.
The fine print.
You know?
That's the lesson. That's the takeaway.
And
Or go play outside.
Yeah.
right,
Touch
just
grass.
put it
You know what I mean?
down.
Touch grass,
Pick
get
a
a
ball.
book. Get a book,
Yeah.
find a newspaper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put the phone down. Stop subscribing.
What do you do when you're not working?
Not working? Fam, I'm always working.
Two of you have known each other for years.
Many.
I mean, you're synonymous. You know what I mean?
We are synonymous.
It's
We're actually the same person.
You-
We just
whatever.
split
Yes,
two.
it's like Michael B. Jordan in his upcoming movie.
with Ryan Coogler. You know what I mean? Watch
We're
out,
the
the two of them.
sinners. We're the
Exactly.
sinners.
No,
We are
but
that.
it's so good because, you're both so talented. You've grown up together in this industry. We've seen you start together in Blackish, and here you are on this project starting together. When I figured that the two of you were starting, I was like, oh, this is genius. This is going to be brilliant. But what do you remember about the very first time the two of you met?
Do you know, I actually don't. And the other thing that's so funny, we've been talking about this for a while. We cannot find pictures of us when we were young. They have to exist.
They have to.
They have to exist. And neither one of us have them or seen
But
seen
we
them.
grew up on different coasts.
Yes,
as
we did.
part of the thing. So we kind of found each other in our early 20s.
Correct.
And we're like, we knew of each other, and our parents were friends, obviously. And I'm sure we were in the same space at the same time when we were little.
Right.
But we found each other pretty
Early 20s.
organically. And our friendship was really based on our friendship. It
relationship.
wasn't like
Yeah.
we were stuck and put
Yeah.
together by our families,
Yeah.
you know?
That's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. Because of course your parents worked together in the Wiz.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
I was
yes.
2 months old. So we wouldn't have met then.
No. Well,
Yeah.
we might have met.
Maybe,
But
yeah,
we need the photographic evidence.
I don't
was
remember.
the 70s.
Yeah,
I
That's
don't
what I'm
remember.
saying. I know there's pictures
There has to
somewhere.
be.
Mrs. Ross has got to have some scrapbooks somewhere of the two of
Oh,
you.
no, there's tons of photo albums,
Yeah.
but keep in mind, the photos that we have, you don't scroll through your phone.
This is true.
You have to go through
Yeah,
photo
you have
albums
to be an
look for them.
archivist.
Yeah.
Be remiss not to mention this. Your father was an indelible force in music and in the industry as a whole. When the two of you work together, does it feel a little bit like home now that you all have had the free?
Totally.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, we're old buddies now.
Yeah, yeah.
This
The
is old
friendship
hat.
helps.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing old about it. Just hat. Friendship. You're solid.
We're just hats.
Tell me this at the opening, and great ones.
When I think of Rashida, I think you're a hat.
It's just hats for us.
Tell me this: the opening shot of this episode, we see your feet and your spouse's. The end shot of this episode, we see that same shot. What is the symbolism there, and what do you think is the overall message of this episode?
I think, we were looking for something that's very much alive and also is like, can kind of express in a way that feels like, I don't know, more original. I think Ali Panku, the director, was looking for this like a symbolism, this sort of like, and we had a whole thing through the episode where like our feet are together and we're really happy, and then they're like separated, and then I'm by myself, and then the last shot. So I think it was like our way to kind of like tell the love story with the feet. But I mean, I think there's like, this is a love story at the end of the day. I mean, yes, there's this sort of like the kind of the impact and the pressure of like corporate greed, and then there's like the not feeling like you have any choice in order to like live your life and support each other, and then there's just like the ultimate kind of like generous act of like doing this thing to put each other out of misery. I know that sounds so grim, but it is sort of like about love.
I feel like that's the thing to tell people when they ask what's the episode about. It's a love story. You okay?
Yeah, I almost fell back. That would be crazy, right?
That would be awful.
On cue.